Sure. First off, I want to thank our fans for being here. We had good Bulldog representation once again on the road. Our fan support has been tremendous all year. Really proud of our offensive players. Down 5-0 going to the bottom of the second. Scored in the second and third, gave up 2 more in the fourth. We came back with a 4 spot. At that point in time, it's 7-9, and I'm really proud of what we're doing offensively. Our guys have really grown up and gotten better. So that part's been great to watch. Clearly, not a good day for us on the mound. Been a while since I've had one of those. Unfortunately, it's this weekend, this venue, but that's how it goes. You know, sometimes that's how the game takes place, and our job now is to rebound tomorrow and come out and play as competitive as we have all year. Questions?
Hey Gary, in the 7th, you had relieved Gordon for Friends. Why did you go with Riley there?
Because I didn't think Riley had 9 outs in him, and I wanted it later. Well, and yes, that's the absolute right question, and those are the things I'm thinking, but I didn't think Riley had 9 outs. And I thought he probably had anywhere from 3 to 6, and I wanted it to be the 8th and the 9th. Crystal ball it, yeah, probably looking at that differently. But Gordy's had a number of good outings for us, and I thought the matchups for him at that point were good, but it just didn't happen.
Given the context of the scenario at that point, do you think that, how much, I guess, thought did you give to saying to yourself, well, let's have Riley get us like 2 or 3 outs here and then go to somebody else for the 8th or the 9th?
Yeah, well, I think you look at the number of pitching decisions that you make in a game, in a weekend, in a year. It's fascinating. And when they break your way, it's great. And when it doesn't go your way, when a guy gets jammed and bloops 160 feet down the right field line, you know, now it's a decision that gets second guessed, and I'm comfortable with it. It's the nature of what it is that we do in baseball. You know, I didn't count up the pitches yet. I will, obviously, but we're north of 200 pitches there today, and you just try to do the best you can, and then another ball bloops down the right field line, the ball comes in, it's thrown in, it hits the bat and rolls away. You know, and so those things happen, and those certainly weren't the only things that happened, but how do you factor those things in? I don't know. You just do the best job you can. Those are the same kids that played extremely well for us the majority of the season, pitched well for us, but it didn't happen today. And those are the questions that you ask yourself nonstop. But I was very comfortable with bringing Gordy in and having Riley.
Was there anything about that matchup that you liked in particular with Gordon, or was it just his past success?
To be honest with you, I'd have to go back and look and see exactly. It wouldn't have been just the one guy. It would have been the next 3 or 4 guys coming up. But I'd have to go back and see what it was. But Cole Gordon's good enough to get guys out. It just didn't happen today for Gordon.
Didn't you also have Zach Neff in the bullpen at the time?
I don't think I had him down there. Because we threw 8 guys today. They all down the pen. You know, and when it doesn't happen, you're open to questions. So that's just the way that's the nature of the sport.
With Riley only throwing 8 pitches, I think, in the 9th, so you available tomorrow.
Sure.
Still.
Yeah, all those guys. Neff won't be available tomorrow. Maybe France, we'll see. But the other guys, those are our guys. You know, and they, you know, depending upon what Ethan does, you know, some of those guys are going to have to pitch again. And the pitch totals are down, and they'll pitch better.
Like most pitchers, Cole has had ups and downs throughout the year. For him personally, what separates having a good outing from having a bad one?
The same thing that separates all of them, or determines it all for everybody. You go back and you look. Walking the leadoff hitter is a real problem for you on the mound and for your defense. Elevated 2-strike pitches, behind in the count. You go back and look at the majority of what we did, it almost all is entirely encompassed in behind in the count, not commanding the second pitch, elevated 2-strike pitches, walking the leadoff guy, or leadoff guy on base. You know, so those are the things that cause you to either have or lose leverage and pitch either effectively or poorly.
Gary, do you have an update on Rowdy? Is it his hamstring or?
He had cramps.
Okay.
Yeah. Did not mention his hamstring. Just cramps, lower and upper leg.
Hey Konnor, how would you assess your start today?
Doing now?
How would you assess your start today?
Not my best by far, obviously. Got behind on some counts, walked some guys, and it's basically the whole outing. They hit some balls that were over the plate, and paid for it.
Dustin, what was this game like? Just so much ebb and flow to it. Just a lot of crazy things happening.
It was a great game. I thought Konnor threw well. I thought our offense just pushed through and put 10 runs on a really great arm. So all in all, other than our pitchers just not performing to their best, I think it was a great game by our offense.
Dustin, how well do you feel like you're swinging it right now? You knocked in 4 runs, your first at bats, got your first career home run. Just how you seeing it right now?
I'm seeing it really well. I'm just going through my approach that Coach Gotro has got us going through, and just making sure I'm letting the ball travel, letting it get deep, and just trying to hit the ball back up the middle. So yeah, I'm feeling really good at the plate right now. So looking forward to getting back out there tomorrow and playing whoever.
Did you go out of your way as a catcher to talk to guys coming into the game and in the seventh to kind of right the ship there?
I didn't, but whenever coach would go get them, I was just letting them know that, hey, we got to have low fastballs, low pitches in the zone, and we got to get guys out, get them to hit it on the ground, and so LA and Stubby could pick them up and throw them out at first. So that's about it.
Hey Dustin, I know it's obviously not an enjoyable feeling in that top of the seventh, but just you being behind there, seeing what's going on the mound, and it being such a long 50-minute half inning, what's that even like to kind of experience?
It's tough, but it's the nature of our sport. You have those days. You just got to go out there and tell them, hey, I got confidence in you. You got to go out there and just pound the zone. Just keep pounding the zone, because you will get those ground balls, double plays, a ground ball, that they just pick up and throw across the first. So just giving them the confidence to just keep going out there and throwing the ball at the knees.
Konnor, after y'all had to come back through the losers bracket last year and get through that, just how comfortable do you feel like the guys are in getting back into that spot and trying to do it again?
1-0-0-1, very comfortable, going into tomorrow. Our team is very capable of pulling out wins, obviously. Tomorrow's going to be a grind, and, we can keep it going, or it could be our last game of the season. You never know. Just got to keep a good head on the shoulders and go into it with an open mind, and, the, attitude of, we're going to win this ball game and not let anything get in our way.
Any more questions?
Hey Gary, when it's the ninth inning though, and it's already 20-10, why even go to Riley? When it's the ninth and it's already 20-10, why even go to Riley at that point?
Because I want to get the game over. I'm not concerned about, I think Jared Leebo's had enough.
When you went to JP in the sixth, I think, was the idea for him to finish
As
it?
long as he could.
More questions, guys? Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank y'all.
Thank you.
Thank you.